So we can begin. Okay, so we stand feet at a generous shoulder width. Just find something that's sustainable. Really concentrate your mind into the core of your body, searching for lower dantian. Mind goes deep inside. Gently turn from this point, allow the center of the body to turn, and back over your shoulder. Come back to the front, we'll do the same for the other side. Couple more of those before we release the back. It just allows us just to feel into the back and see what's going on. See if there's any tension or pain, and then we can release gently into turning from the waist. Turning from the waist, my old friend that I've done probably every day for the last 35 years. For me, the ability to keep my spine mobile is paramount. I think that too many years of sitting at a desk have kind of made my tendency towards having a stiff, immobile back. But my Qigong has rectified that over the years. However, I do feel that it's a good idea for me to keep, this basic practice going, because my back always feels bend in supple, like rarely, if ever, have any gripes with it. And so I feel that it's a successful formula. Rotate the spine and then stretch and forward bend the spine. That side bend I've just sort of added into the opening set. I think that with these three exercises, I always glibly say, if you do those exercises every day, you'll live to be 125 years old. But as I always explain, parentheses or brackets, not a money back guarantee. It's one of those things in the adverts where you hear people talking very quickly. APR is 25.999%. You sort of think, what did you just say there? Same for me. It's not a money back guarantee. I've been thinking a bit about happiness. A lot of the teachers I've worked with over the years have been very solemn souls who don't really laugh very much. And somehow, bless them all, they're missing a trick. I think you have to enjoy this life, enjoy it to its fullest. And so part of that is about being healthy and being mobile. So Qigong takes care of that. But Qigong also helps us to lift our mood. I mean, we know all about these kind of endorphin effects and things like that. So Qigong can help us do that. But also, it's about bringing your mind into the right state, bringing your mind to the right place. And that place, I feel, is a place of happiness, not a place of solemnity. I think solemnity and being, po-faced is a bit of a thing that spiritual people tend to do to make themselves look more serious. For me, I enjoy the lighter side of life. I think that when we're feeling happy, when we're feeling smiley, when we're feeling joyful, everything is going better for us. And so we can adopt that attitude, an attitude of positivity. I think if we're adopting an attitude of solemnity, we're actually closing ourselves in and slowing ourselves down and controlling our heart in a way. I think that to truly open your heart and be joyful and loving is really the natural state of humankind. So when we kind of open our heart in that way, we can truly love, but we can truly experience life as it is as well. I think if you guard yourself, you've created a filter. The filter just stops people from getting through to you, as it were. You can put on the attitude of a wise person, a learned man. But actually what you're doing is that you're putting a filter, a barrier between you and the rest of the world. So my understanding of it is openness, love, and happiness. And so open your heart up today. Allow yourself to smile a bit. Smile at people in the street. It doesn't matter if they think you're crazy. Try not to do a big sort of toothy grin that makes you look like Jack Nicholson in Shining. Try just to smile, a friendly smile. And just see how it affects your heart. See how your heart opens when you do that. I find it sad that as you walk through the streets in London, everybody stares down at the floor and avoids contact with each other. I find it nice that as I stroll around Bath, people smile at each other and say hello. Maybe not right in the centre of town, but certainly in the outskirts, that's true. So today's idea, smile, open your heart. Be part of your community. Let's just see if we can take this exercise and go a little bit further. So obviously with all of these exercises, it's just what you're up for today. You know, don't overdo it. Take it nice and easy. Gently work your way through. You have to measure every exercise to fit to your own particular body, your own particular state today. So if you're finding yourself feeling a bit low energetically, just do some of this and then sit down. If you want to sit through the whole exercise, that's fine. If you want to lie down, that's fine. Up to you. Just find your own way through this exercise. So we'll just finish in a moment. I was just going to say, a few weeks ago, we spent a few sessions saying eng, E-N-G, to try and call ourselves, to try and find our, awaken our inner consciousness, let's say. You'll notice it didn't last particularly long using eng. It only lasted a couple of weeks. That's because I don't have a great love for it myself. So I'm really not influencing you. I think that if you liked it, you should do it. And that's the hope, is that I can show you various different tools and one might stick. But also it was passed to me by one of the teachers that Dr. Pang had also suggested using the word nun. So you might have seen in WhatsApp, I tried to spell it. I think it's probably spelled N-U-N, nun, but I have an aversion to that. So I tried noon. That doesn't look right either. So we'll try saying nun, 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 and see where that takes us. Generally, it takes you inside your heart, sometimes inside your heart, but more often inside your head. You find a space in the core of you. And it's about fanning the flame of that core. We can use the second word, shu. Shu just allows us to gently fan the flames that we've started with nun, nun, nun. So we'll talk about that a little bit later, but let's just let this whole thing slow down, gently come to a stop. Let the body relax. Sometimes you feel the motion continuing inside. So let that settle, and then plant the hands in the earth, lift chi up. And then gently pour chi down. Move the energy deep to your belly. And then allow that to connect down into the earth below. Let's go a few times. Move the energy deep into your belly. And then connect down to the floor. Let's go a couple more times. So normally I recommend 3-4 times, But if you need to keep going, if you need to do more of this to bring yourself into balance, then do so. So on this next time down, we can just go into a gentle forward bend. So we just allow the chi to gently move down. And then we can gently drift into a forward bend. So keep your knees nice and soft. Allow yourself to sink gently. Relax down. Take all the pressure off the back of your head, back of your neck. So when the pressure comes off the back of the neck, really let the head hang naturally to the floor. Okay, let's extend softly towards our toes. And then release. In line with the roots of our toes. And release. Towards our insteps. And release. And towards our heels. Relax and release. Let your tailbone gently lift up behind you. Push the tailbone towards the front. Curl the spine up. Drop head, arms into ears. Slowly up to full height. Good long stretch into the blue sky. And then we can let knees and hips go forward as you lean back. Stretching up and gently back. Up and back. Up and gently back. Let's do some side bends. Left hand goes down, body inclines to the left. Right hand can gently arc over. Swap the hands over. Right hand goes down. Left comes up. Right hand sort of stretches towards the back of the left knee. Sorry, towards the back of the right knee. Well, it could go to the left. Yeah, probably just right. Let the left side of the body open. Okay, swap over. Left hand down towards the back of the left knee. Right hand inclines gently over the top. Whole right side of the body opens. And once more. Okay, bring the hands up into the blue sky. Okay, let's go through that again. Soft knees, tip over the head, the arms, the ears. Gently rolling the body down. Take your time as you go down. When you get to the bottom, just let the head hang. Head hangs and relaxes. Nice and easy. So first of all, we're going to stretch gently towards the toes and release. Towards the roots of your toes and release. Heading towards your instep and release. And then finally, back towards your heels. Nice deep bend and release. So just allow the body to gently hang there for a moment. Nice and easy, relaxed. Okay, so lift the tailbone up behind, push the tailbone to the front and allow the spine to gently curl up. Draw up head, arms and ears. Come up to full height, stretch. Release knees and hips forward as you lean back. Stretching up and gently back. Up and back. Up and back. Hands up into the blue sky. We're just gently leaning over to the left. And up. Leaning over to the right. And up. Left. And up. Right. And up. Draw the hands up above the crown of the head. Line the chi. Okay, so we're going to run through the straight leg version of this then. So lock your legs straight. tip over the head, the arms and the ears. Gently roll your way down. Let the back ease its way down. Just gently relax down. Allow the back of the neck to relax. Keep the legs straight as you can. Just adjusting the blinds. Okay, so in this posture here, you can just shift your weight gently forward into the toes. As we shift the weight forward into the toes, you really feel the hamstrings open up. Just let the hamstrings open. Exhale gently down towards your toes. And then release in line with the roots of your toes. And release towards the insteps. And release. And eventually back towards your heels. Relax, release, body hangs. Tailbone gently lifts up behind. Tailbone pushes to the front. Curl spine up, head, arms and ears gently drop. Up to full height with a good long stretch. Hips forward, you lean back. Up. And gently back. Up. And back. Up. And back. Left hand down. Switch hands. Right hand down. Up. And down. And then bring the right hand up. Final time through. Nice straight legs. Gently tip over head, arms and ears. Roll your way down. Nice easy bend. Back of the neck relaxes. Legs stay straight. Weight gently forward to the toes. Just give yourself an extra hamstring stretch. First extension down towards the toes. And release. In line with the roots of your toes. And release. Towards your instep. And release. And then back towards your heels. Release, relax, body hangs. Gently lift the tailbone up behind, push tailbone to the front, curl spine up, drop head, arms and ears up to full height, decent stretch to the blue sky. Releasing knees and hips forward as you lean back, up and back, up and back, up and back. Great. Draw the hands over the crown of the head, allow chi to pour. We're just going to do our side bends one more time. So left hand goes down. Left up and right down. Left down, right up. Right down and left up. And then bring the right hand up above the head. Allow the hands just to gently pour for a few moments. Release the hands down the sides. Gather chi from the earth, hands go deep, lift up. And pour. Move the chi deep inside your body. Go again. When you feel that you've drawn yourself back into a place of balance, just gather chi and bring your hands to your belly. Center yourself in your belly, deep inside, holding the chi deep inside, nourishing the chi deep inside. As you stand here, feel the connection. Can you imagine a connection from your feet out into the earth below? But a connection that expands beyond that into the blue sky on the other side, out into the universe. Imagine this connection from your head up into blue sky above you, out into the universe beyond. Drawing this energy down from the universe into you, up from below and into your body. Just allows you to gather the chi of the universe deep inside you, the healing chi of the universe. Just allow this energy to gather at lower dantian. Lower dantian becomes abundant with chi. When lower dantian is filled with chi, then your body will spontaneously heal. So today we set our intention. What is it you want to work with today? What is it that you want to heal? Work with yourself. It's very nice to think about healing other people, but actually it's the old story about put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you help the passenger beside you. What we're looking to do here is to bring about extraordinary healing for ourselves. When we do so, we become the rock that drops into the pond, that creates the ripples. So rather than being affected by somebody else's ripples, you now become the source of those ripples. You affect the other people in your life. So intentionally, be the change that you want to see. When you want to see things change in other people's lives, bring about that change in your life. You can't make someone become less selfish. You can't make someone listen to you more. You can't make someone do what you want. The only thing you can change is you. So what do you need to change today? What do you want to change? Because you don't really need to change anything if you don't want to. No hard and fast rules here. Just gently adjusting our lives in the way that we wish. So Dr. Pang says, Wu Wu Bu Hua. There is nothing that you cannot change. Wu Wu Bu Hua. Nothing you cannot change. Think about the power of that comment. Nothing in your life, be it past or future or present, that you cannot change. Hey, you might be too lazy to change it. You might feel like you're stuck and can't change it. But you always can. There's nothing that you cannot change. Wu Wu Bu Shen. There is nothing that you are unable to bring about. Wow, that's a powerful thought. There is nothing that you are unable to bring about. So the problem is that we believe ourselves to be these tiny little ants getting buffeted about by the wind and the rain. But you are the power of the entire universe. My first scooter, I wonder where this is going. It was a limited scooter. I think it was 125, but it had been limited down to 50cc. And then when you passed your test, you were able to change it, take the limiter off. That's how it works with us as well. We've been limited by who knows what. We've been limited by the game that we play on Earth. We are God. We are total consciousness and absolute power. But we've been limited by this human society, human game, human ideas, human ideals. We're gods pretending to be men. So when you realize that, when you discover your true Godhead, then you start to discover that you are unlimited. There is nothing that you cannot bring about. As a little codicil to that, my teacher, Lou, often says, what you want, you get. What you want, you get is a warning as well as an encouragement. What you want, you get, but what do you want? Are you clear about what you want? Is what you want the right thing for your life? So sometimes we think we want lottery wins, big houses, fast cars, all of those kind of things. But do we really need them? Does the planet need us to have them? Are they the best things? So what you want, you get. But also, it speaks to our subconscious selves. What are the patterns going around in your subconscious that affect your life? So at some level, if you're telling yourself, I'm a bad person, I'm not worthy, nobody loves me, if you're telling yourself these stories, then what you want, you're going to get it. Those stories will bring you problems. Those stories will bring you illness. What you want, you get, even if you subconsciously don't understand what it is you want. And that is one of life's big tricks, is to find the way to consciously understand what it is that you are asking for every day. So be careful. What you want, you get. But don't forget, there is nothing that you're not able to bring about. And then finally he says, woo woo boo sway. Woo woo boo sway. There is nothing that you cannot break down. So this barrier that perceivably keeps us from understanding who we truly are can be broken down. The thing that makes you feel small, unloved, unwanted, unsuccessful can be broken down. The social ideas that hold you in place can be broken down. The stories from your past that apparently make you who you are now can be broken down. But you have to let that happen. Wu Wu Bu Sui. There is nothing that you cannot break down. All you have to do is see it for what it is. But that is a trick. In the times when you quieten your mind, allow yourself to see your patterns for what they are. Allow you to see society for what it is and how it controls you. And then all that's needed is the bravery to push through those barriers, to see what lies on the other side. Wu Wu Bu Sui. There is nothing you cannot break down. Be your own hero today and every day. So in this really open and connected way, we're connected as a class. We can support and heal each other as a class. But you know that our class is connected into the wider Zheneng Qigong family. All of those people want the same thing as you. Sending all this energy. It was one of my students who said, there's someone out there in the field who's got exactly what you need. They've got good information about your kidneys, your liver, about your life, about your happiness, about your family, whatever. They've got that. And they put that information into the chi field just by being in the chi field. And you can pick up that good information about how it is to be healthy in that way. But also you are putting good information into the chi field to help them. You may have perfect working lungs, perfect working kidneys, perfect family life, whatever it is. So your information supports them. So it's a perfect, harmonious chi field of good information. So feel that when you connect with the wider group, when you really truly open your heart to that Zheneng ideal, that you're allowing yourself to heal at the deepest, deepest level. Heal the old patterns of you. Heal the stories that have pinned you in place. Heal your future by changing the present and the past. It kind of feels like if you continue being the same person, doing the same things, stuck in the same loops, then your future has a bit of an inevitability about it. But if you use the idea, Wu Wu Bu Sui, nothing cannot be broken down, then you change the future right here in the present. Things start to shift and move. Your future is unglued. Suddenly, new potential arrives. So in the chi field, there's also this information to help you shift and move that. The information to help you bring about the change about who you really truly are. When I went to China, so many people standing on stage saying, oh, Dr. Pang healed my life. Dr. Pang has done this. Dr. Pang has done that. Dr. Pang doesn't want any of that. That's not his story at all. People have missed the point. They don't get healed by Dr. Pang. They get healed by their own selves. So let's take responsibility here today for our own healing. It's not a doctor's fault that you can't get better. They didn't make you sick in the first place. And the doctors have got some ideas about things that might help, short-term fixes, bits of surgery they think might help. I've got some ideas that might help you. But ultimately, It's only you. Some strange, unlucky patterning has brought you to a place of illness. But now you can see where all the fasteners are, all the zips, all the ties, all the pins, all the pegs that are holding this fake structure in place. And so now you start to pull them out one by one. You loosen, pack up your tent and move on. This hasn't been a good camping spot. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go somewhere much greener, happier, and more pleasant. So now you have the choice. Do you want to stay stuck in your aspic situation, or do you want to move and flow and let go? And it's not Dr. Pang who's going to do that for you, and it's not me who's going to do that for you. It's you. So we take responsibility in our Qigong. It bolsters us. It fills us. But we use it. We use the power of our bodies. We use the power of our minds to heal ourselves, to bring ourselves back to perfect health and perfect fitness. You are God, and so am I. We are all part of this consciousness experiment. We are all playing our own little part in this fantastic soap opera of life. But you are also the writer and the director. So rather than waiting for someone else to write a new storyline for you, it's time for you to write a storyline for yourself. You have the power. You are it. So let's draw ourselves into a consciousness state. Let's try and refine that a little bit. We'll just play with this idea, nun, N-U-N. Not quite none in the sort of Western translation. It's nun. There's a kind of ooh, ooh. Is that the U with the two dots over the top? I'm not sure. Nun. So it's quite a sharp tone. It's almost like surprising yourself. Nun, nun, nun. So when you say nun, you feel the diaphragm just jump a little bit. Nun, nun, nun. It's a little internal jump. And sometimes it just gently fades. Nun, nun, nun. And I'm not sure my mic can do it justice. So if you hear it disappearing, just keep going. But if you don't want to keep making the sound, don't keep making the sound. Just stay with it. I'll go for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, just gently going through. Nun, nun. But if you find yourself drifting away and losing the sound, just leave yourself centered. See where it centers you. I feel sometimes that it centers me in my heart, sometimes that it centers me in my head. It doesn't really matter. Heart and mind, all part of the same system of Chinese medicine. No right, no wrong, just see what's happening for you today. So we'll just find a steady, easy rhythm. And if you find you want to change the rhythm, go out of rhythm, doesn't matter, whatever. So let's just start with Num for a while. And then probably we'll drift into silence. And maybe after that, a little bit of La Chi to close. Okay. Nun, 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 nun. So keep going. Nun, 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 nun. Where's the sound coming from? Nun, 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 nun. You find the source. Nun, 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 nun. Find the moment before. Nun, 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 nun. Minute or so more. So minute or so more. Nun, 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 nun. Let the whole thing gently subside. Nun, 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 nun. So now we're going to replace that tone with shu. Wherever you feel the tone was issuing from. Shu refines. Shu. 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 Few more. Last time. Plant your hands wherever they feel appropriate. Low dantian, middle dantian, perhaps even upper dantian you might want to touch for a moment. Gentle and easy breathing, holding the mind deep inside. We're going to finish our practice this morning with a little bit of light chi. Whatever it is you've been working with, now just see as we open our hands, it dissolves. As we draw our hands back together, we bring back a new future for ourselves, a different way of being, a different body, whatever it is you're working. Let's use the tone Kai to gently open the hands up. As we say Kai, everything expands from the very core of you, the idea of you, from the history of you expands. When we say her, we draw chi back to replace that has been dissolved, that's gone. Fresh new energy and ideas come deep inside the body. Kai opens and dissolves. Just a few more. Open, dissolve, let go. Bring back amazing healing chi deep inside every cell of your body. A few more. One more time. The next two are a bit more quiet. Last two, just move my hand in silence. Bring the hands back to the belly. So the hands settle on the belly, holding a little ball of chi. Bring the feet together into the Zheneng Qigong stance, and then bring your hands to the prayer position. Connect deep from your hands, deep inside your heart. Feel the love and the happiness throughout your whole body. Feel and embody this joy. Let's draw the hands up in front of the face. Let's draw the hands up over the crown of the head, extending into the blue sky. Let your hands drift down a little bit. Open up little fingers, ring fingers, and middle fingers. Split the hands apart down to shoulder height. Gather. Draw the chi around the front. Send chi deep inside. Feel that you can stimulate deep inside the brain. Feel that you can stimulate every cell in your brain. Feel that you can stimulate all of the brain functions, memory of all sorts, thought processes of all sorts. Strengthen deep inside your brain. Strengthen from your brain stem down through the whole of your spine. Strengthen the whole nervous system, the whole endocrine system. Gently withdraw the elbows. Let the hands drift down underneath the armpits to lightly touch Dabao. Press Dabao. Send chi deep inside. Feel this middle energy fill with chi. And now we can allow this chi to support the heart, support the lungs, support spleen, pancreas, liver, and kidneys. Feel into the organs and all their associated organs. So we have large intestine, small intestine, bladder, gallbladder, pericardium, the heart muscle. All of these are the secondary organs that are also supported. So all of the functions of your organs, the associated channels, nerves, veins, everything returns to perfect working order. Drift the hands back behind. The back of the hands gently move towards the front of the body. With a flourish, they turn over. We send a wave of chi out into the blue sky, and then we slowly gather this chi back for lower dantian. Draw the chi back into the belly and hold it there. Nourish lower dantian. Lower dantian is like a powerhouse. Lower dantian is like the battery of your body. Lower dantian supports all wellness, be it mental or physical, throughout the whole of your body. Allow lower dantian to extend up your spine into your brain, to your neck, shoulders, and arms, all of your spine and ribs, all of the upper body, the lower body, into the trunk, into the hips, into the hip joints, into your thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet. This abundance of energy, no shortage anywhere. All functions of the body returning to perfect working order. So let's just move the hands 3 circles around the belly. This just gently gathers chi. Any excess energy is brought into storage here, deep and lower dantian. Let's go back in the opposite direction. Focusing in, holding chi, drawing it deep inside, centering you, but also sending the message to your body. The practice is over. It's not going to stop you being in a chi state all day. It's not going to stop your chi from helping and fixing you. It just brings you back into a slightly more ready state for your day. So we still imagine ourselves with this chi shield around us. Your Wei Chi layer protects you. We still imagine ourselves in this field of energy, our chi body, about a meter around us, connecting and protecting. We still feel ourselves deeply connected to nature, to everything around us. But we feel safe inside our chi shield, protected, happy and loving. Big smile on your face. Slowly open the eyes, release the hands down by your sides. You can just make a little wiggle. Your fingers, move your toes around a little bit. Shake the legs out if you wish. Let's all say haula together. Haula means everything is good already. Everything is sorted. So everything you've been working with is fixed. Okay, so I'll say haula 3 times. Hands up in the air. 1, 2. Haula. 1, 2. Haula. One more time. 1, 2. Haula. Fantastic. Very good. Thank you very much. Really nice to see all of you guys.